Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film what I eat in a day, full day of eating. I haven't done one of these in a while and I thought I'd just share some of my go-to easy low-carb vegetarian meals. Starting with breakfast, I have eggs most day for breakfast, so they always feature in one way or another. And I have decided I'm going to make scrambled eggs. So I'm just going to scramble up some eggs with a bit of cream, and we're going to have some tomato and some goat's cheese on the side and just have a lovely big low-carb vegetarian breakfast. So I'm going to whisk up eggs. I'm making for the whole family, for the family of 4 of us. So I've actually got 7 eggs in there. I say 2 to 3 per person. It's 2 adults, 2 kids. I'm going for 7. If it was just me, I would make 2 or 3 depending on my appetite. But yeah, we're just going to whisk this up until it's nice and smooth. So I've got my frying pan nice and hot. We've got butter melted and we'll just pour in the scrambled egg mixture. And then we keep a close watch on it and scramble it until we got scrambled eggs. There you go, and as the egg starts to set, just scramble it around until you have a pan full of scrambled eggs. And there you go, that is my easy low-carb vegetarian breakfast. We've got some scrambled eggs, sliced tomato, we've got some goat's cheese. It just makes such a lovely balanced meal. We get a little portion of veggies for breakfast, loads of protein, and it's such a yum way to start the day. And I will share my full day, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, everything that I eat today, low carb and vegetarian friendly. I'll be sharing that with you. And so that was my lovely breakfast that I had today. And now, so if you're wondering about low carb and veggie and where I'm at with my diet, so I have been on and off low carb for a long time. In January I started vegetarian. I now see myself as vegetarian, and I have some low carb days, which I'm having today. Others are just, I eat whatever I feel like. As you'll see from the content on the channel, it's just really whatever. And so my breakfast I had before, it was nice and filling, and next I will share my lunch with you. For lunch today I'm going to saute a whole lot of mushrooms, make a bit of a mushroom salad, and just add some other vegetables and ingredients along the way too. So I've got some big portobello mushrooms, I've got some smaller cup mushrooms, and I'm going to add some onion, garlic, and maybe finish it off with some tomato too. Now this is great that you could make ahead. You could really use any veggies. It's just such an easy meal. You can just, whatever odd veggies you've got lurking around in your fridge, fry them up. We'll add some seasoning and some flavor, and then you could just also add in some protein, whatever you like, some nuts, or if you are happy including chickpeas in your diet, just a little bit of chickpeas, a lot of protein, and it's not amazing for carb, but it's not terrible either. Or just I might add some feta and some goat's cheese. We will see. I'm just gonna sort of take it as it comes, be a bit spontaneous with it. But I'll also write a blog post which I'll leave down below, which will have lots of ideas for different variations for a mushroom salad and for all kinds of yummy ways to enjoy it. So we're gonna start by melting butter in a frying pan. You could use extra virgin olive oil if you want instead, and start cooking up our veggies. I've started with very roughly chopping my onion and those bigger mushrooms, and I popped some salt on. You could add salt, pepper, any seasoning that you like, any herb spices you want. And I'm just going to cook these down for a minute or 2, and then when there's a bit of space in my frying pan, it's a bit crowded, and there's a bit of space, we'll add the garlic and the finer chopped mushrooms to complete the mushroom salad. The bigger portobello mushrooms are starting to soften, so I added all the smaller mushrooms and very roughly chopped garlic as well. And I'm just going to cook this down, adding more butter, salt if I think it needs it along the way too, until it's almost done. And at that point we'll add flavour, and I'll show you that next. Now I quite simply just went for adding oregano into my mushrooms, but you could add a bit, if you want it to be almost like stir fry, you could add a teaspoon of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce or tamari, but I'm going to be adding loads of feta and goat's cheese and don't think it'll all quite mix together well. So yeah, while my mushrooms have been cooking, I've been preparing my mix-ins. I've chopped some tomatoes. I'm not going to be having all of this, I'm sharing it with my husband, so the half of that portion of tomatoes, it's a good portion. I've got some goat's cheese over there chopped up, and some feta too, just to make sure I'm getting loads of protein in. So I added even more oregano, and I'm happy with how all of the mushrooms have softened, and the onion too. It smells pretty incredible with the garlic, and it's just super flavorful. So I'm going to move it off into a dish now. And I've popped it into my little lunchbox container. I love these. That's great to let them cool down you could enjoy it warm, hot like this, or if you're making it the night before to take to work for lunch, you can just allow it to cool completely, and once it's cool you can top it with the tomato and feta, which I'll do next. And there you go. I love the mix of mushrooms. The bigger ones kind of taste meaty, and you might not think this is filling, but it's really the perfect lunch, or you could have it for dinner as well. And yeah, packed up in a container, allow it to cool, pop a lid on, pop it in the fridge, and you've got a really easy low-carb vegetarian lunch that you can enjoy on the go or at work, or just, as I said, enjoy it warm, just made like this. But yeah, that's lunch, and I'll catch up with you for my afternoon snack. And for a snack, there's really nothing better than some berries. You could have some cream or a bit of yogurt. I've got some whole natural yogurt over here. It's just a perfect snack to enjoy. Make a lovely little bowl full. And there's my little bowl full. I've got the yogurt, my lovely whole milk yogurt. I actually popped in a teaspoon of my homemade chia jam. I've shared a recipe for this before. Chia seeds and berries and a bit of stevia, and it just makes perfect chia jam. I've always got a jar in the fridge, and so I popped some through. I like getting my plain natural whole milk yogurt, and then when you mix it through, it's nice and sweet and flavored without any sugars or any other weird bits and pieces. And I've just washed a couple of handfuls of raspberries as well to make a nice snack. And to finish my day off, I've actually made broccoli slaw. I shared this recipe recently. I just grate the stem of the broccoli, chop up and grate some of the broccoli, add in half a lemon and lemon zest and a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and top it off with some nuts. And I just find it really is the perfect way to end the day for me, because I've done intermittent fasting for so long. I kind of have just introduced having a tiny little meal to end my day. I just feel like mixing it up a bit lately, so that's why I kind of have a big main meal at lunch, and then just a nice salad. I mean, there's loads of protein, it's perfectly balanced, got some good healthy fats with extra virgin olive oil, and just so much fiber and goodness with all of their lovely broccoli. So yeah, that is my final easy low carb vegetarian meal of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos too, and leave a comment. Let me know what's your favorite easy low carb vegetarian meal. I look forward to reading your comments, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.